Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Last time we set up some basic coal-powered machinery here for kind of our four basic elements. There's also oil, but we don't get into oil for quite a while. And oil is actually kind of new to me. I've used it a bit, but the last time I really played this game was about a year or so ago, and I did beat it. It took me about 25 hours to get the rocket defense, but it was a lot simpler. That was before oil and a bunch of other changes. They've also made a lot of good graphical upgrades. Just Tori him or herself. You know, it's not clear, I don't think, ever, but Tori looks better. It used to be very like kind of just like a basic sprite, and now it looks really nice. And some of the tools you use, like the axe and these inserters and a bunch of other things, just look nicer. The circuit boards and the cables, so they've made a lot of really great improvements. I think their plan is to fully release this game next year in 2016, so I'll definitely be looking at playing this through again at that time, but I was kind of getting antsy to play it again, so I figured let's start a series this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some stone, and actually I'll grab kind of a little bit of everything, just because. So our furnaces hold a lot. Like I just grabbed 100 plates, so we don't really have to worry about transferring the plates to a chest. We can kind of save that step. So I'll zoom in just a little bit so we can see a little better for now, and we'll get our things good. Okay, so we're gonna work on electricity and getting that started. So we kind of have to choose. I need to zoom out. You can zoom out. Wow, I think that's farther than you used to be able to zoom out, which is really, 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 really nice. So we have a lot of iron here, and we have a little deposit. I don't know if you can see it in the dark, unfortunately, but there's a deposit over there of iron. We'll probably need both of those and copper. And basically we'll shoot out cables automatically and run like a conveyor belt system up this way. And our factory will kind of be, we'll have to avoid this coal because we'll probably need it. And our factory will kind of take up this whole landmass here, and it'll take up a good chunk of it by the end. Until we can get into like robots. But when we have to use the transport belts, it takes up a lot of room. We have a little bit more stone here, which will be good when we need to get like stone walls and stuff, but again, that's all in the future. I'm glad it's light out again. Oh, here's coal, so we don't really have to worry about this coal. We'll actually run our I didn't see this yet, so we'll run all of our coal at the beginning from here, and we can just sort of build over this. Probably it's probably won't be too big a deal. I didn't mention it in the last episode, I kind of forgot, but I did generate this map with big deposits of these, like big collections, and then I also made them very dense, so I should have quite a bit of resources here, and that was just to make things a little easier for the Let's Play. I don't want to make it insanely hard and then make it easy to fail, so we're going to load these up with this for now, and then we can start working on electricity. I think we kind of have it mapped out. We'll use this north part for our factory, and I think we will use this body of water for our electric power. Basically, we just have to run water. Oh man, I wonder if I have enough. Not really. I don't want to stop producing. Oh, I don't need that much stone. Whoa, what? I changed that autosave, and it didn't see. Yeah, single player autosave interval, 20 minutes. And it just, I'll just do it to never, because that definitely just autosaved, so I don't know why it would do that. But anyway, load this up, and what we need is a body of water, and we pump it through boilers, and then the boilers will go into these like generators, steam engines, and voila, electricity. So we need a pump, and you can see again I need all this stuff, circuits, pipes, gear wheels, but I don't have to build it separately. It's just such a good mechanic. We'll place it down. This should be I don't want to get into this, but like right there should be fine. And then we need a few boilers. I'll do 5. I think there's a way to like maximize, like I think at a certain point boilers don't help, but I don't remember how many you need for that to happen, so I'll just do 5 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like to put a, oops, sorry about that. I like to put a pipe in between, just so I can kind of see, because you can see maybe that little like water panel there, and it says on the right, it says the temperature is at 15, and then of course we want to run it through our boilers and have it come out super hot. I think 100 over here. Let's put one more pipe there. I don't know if that's going to be enough boilers. I think I'm just going to do 10. That might be overkill, but I'd rather have too many than not enough, because eventually we'll want to run like 9 steam engines off of this one pump. So yeah, it's probably too many, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and run this, and then once it's boiled, this should change. I don't remember if it changes color or somehow it indicates that it's hot. And then at the end, we will put 1 steam engine for now, because we don't really need more than that at the moment, because we're not going to have a lot of things running off of it. Alright, so we have all this that needs coal, and then this is going to get this hot water, and we will use electric poles to run electricity. So for now we need to power this. So what we're going to do is get I think 1 might work. Let's build 2. Getting it started is a little tricky because you need a lot of coal, and you kind of have to set it up. You have to set it up before you can really turn it on, of course. We don't want to stop that, and we definitely don't want this to stop. We really, really need this iron. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, we want to place down our electric mining drills. This is a lot of coal. This is going to be really nice. So we want to basically run coal on conveyor belts up to the boilers, and then use inserters to put them into. And that's going to happen eventually. Not quite yet. So let's rotate like this. I'll zoom in so we can see a little better. It's not going to really matter for now. I'll do that just to kind of try to maximize it a bit. You can see the coal's going to come out where that yellow arrow is. We have 1 more. So again, we're going to, I think that will work. Okay. And then what takes a ton of resources are these belts. So we need 1 plate and 1 gear wheel. They don't take a ton of resources, it's the fact that we need a ton of them. So I'll build that many belts, hopefully will work. And you can see we can change which direction they go. So obviously the coal's going to shoot out. The really cool thing about these belts is that you can have stuff on both sides of them, one on the right side and one on the left. So by having the coal come out of this one and this one, it'll use both sides of the belt, and we'll take advantage of that a lot more later when we get into like labs and stuff like that. So I'm going to just set up what we need. I don't think we need one there. Oh, I should run an underground pipe. Let me think about this. If we run an underground pipe, then I can actually walk. Here, I'll show you. It's really nice because right now I can't walk to the other side of this. I have to go all the way around. And not only is that time consuming, let me get rid of this tree. But if an enemy's attacking, that's that's time I might need. So if I run, let me take a few of these away. If I run an underground pipe, then I probably don't need it like that. Then, oops, then of course I can do that, and I can run around this area, and that's gonna. And I probably don't need one there, though. Eventually I might. Because we're gonna have probably 3 generators. Yeah, it's fine. It's really not that far from here to there. So anyway, let me reconstruct this a bit. A lot of this game will be breaking down and rebuilding, and whenever there's like a huge chunk of things, like whenever I have to like completely restore like a bit of my factory layout or anything, I can always do that off camera, or like speed it up or something. It's not always. It just happens a lot, and sometimes it's really time consuming. But for now, I think this will be fine. I think this will last us a while. Yeah, I think this was a good idea. We have our 10 boilers. We have our pipe. And we actually have one more pipe that I can use there. And then we'll split off pipes here for our other generators, but that's just kind of future-proofing right now. All right. So I have these belts. I haven't quite explained it well yet. So basically, these will shoot off coal into this conveyor belt, and then it'll bring coal here, and the inserters will... basically, inserters are these little arms, and they'll take the coal and automatically put them into the boiler. And I'm thinking we can simplify this a bit now by just having one belt go this way. And then I can have it all go like that. And I don't need that last one. Okay, so let's connect these. They do have underground belts. I don't think I have access to them yet. Nope. But eventually I can research underground belts, which will work when I have generators in the way. But again, that's pretty far in the future. Ooh, I almost had enough. We'll build just like 10 more and connect these up. So yeah, for a long time, our entire factory is going to consist of these conveyor belts. And there's ones that are underground, there's ones that are faster, but these are kind of the basic ones we start with. We're almost ready. We just need to get our inserters. They do have coal-powered inserters, but I just kind of skip those and go to these electric ones, and we'll see that activate in a little bit. It looks like I need to power this up. No, okay. So yeah, the 100 is the maximum. That's good to know. And then we have to take them out. And I need iron. And I can build inserters. So we basically need one inserter, or 2 inserters for every one of these. Actually, you know what? We don't need both sides of this. Like, at all. I mean, yeah, we don't need that. This should be fine. We just need one side of it. So there's our inserters, and we need one there. And this one, this confused me for a while, but this one right here should take the very end of this. We don't need a belt there, or else we're just wasting coal. It's not a huge deal if I do it, but I might as well not. And that should work. Now, we don't actually need the coal to be on both sides for this to work. If we just had it on one side or the other, these inserters would still take it, but then it's going to like stack all the way back, and if it's going to stack all the way back, and you'll see that in the future, we might as well have it stack on both sides, so that if these accidentally shut down or if they get destroyed, then we at least have coal to keep powering it for a while. Otherwise, if we run out of coal and our electricity goes down, it's a pretty big problem. So let's get our electric pole set up, And then we'll manually feed the boilers, but once the boilers are manually fed, it'll create electricity, which will power these drills, which will start putting the coal on the conveyor belts, which will power the inserters, which will put the coal in the burners automatically, and then we won't have to manually put the coal in the burners anymore. And then we will be electrically powered. So we have our power zone here. I'll actually put it there. It doesn't really matter. Might as well put it close by. And then right there. And we can get both on. Yeah, they're both in the zone. You notice if I go here, I hope you can see it in the dark. If I go here, we don't have the line connecting anymore. There we do. That might actually work. But so does that. So we might as well put it right there. Now once we have electricity, both of these will be powered from this. So, oops, I keep meaning to hit Q. Let's get a little more coal so I can just get these boilers nice and fed. We don't want this to stop yet. Alright, and good. Very good. We probably don't need to feed this anymore since we're going to have electric powered coal in a little bit. We don't... I'll just put a little more. We don't really need all this stone, but we are going to build a lot of stone furnaces soon, so we actually might. So we might as well keep it fed. Now, moment of truth. Is this going to work? It should. So I'm trying to remember how... I don't want that. I only want like stacks of like 5. I just don't remember how to easily do that. I don't know if you can easily do that. That's fine. Good. Good. Alright. So yeah, we only have to manually feed it one time. So let's put that there. Almost there. It's actually probably already powering up. Alright, last one. We'll just throw it out. Actually, we don't want... We do need that, probably. Alright, so... Are we getting electricity? 100 temperature. And we are. So our electricity is run into this, and these are working. Now we need to power up our inserters. You notice they are not plugged in, basically, is that little thing. And that's just because we haven't put wire over to them. Oop. I think I was in the way. So there we go. And now we just have to make sure that all of them get in the little square. I'm in the way. Alright. Oop. Q. Q, Q, Q. So now when these boilers need coal, which will be a while because I filled them up pretty nicely, when these burners need coal, the inserters will automatically take the coal and throw it in. And so now we have this nice electric system. And these will keep running as long as electricity is going. They're way faster than the coal-powered ones. And you can see this one is shooting out coal on the right side, if you will. And this one is shooting out on the left. And we're getting a nice queue of coal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our electric-powered system that we just have to really watch closely and make sure it doesn't get destroyed. So now, things can start happening pretty nicely. This is just our electric info, and it looks like we're fine. Okay, so we can actually start probably looking at research before it's too late. Not too late, but we might as well get on it. And to research, we need a lab, which we can build. And then we have to build these science packs, and then we can unlock new and exciting things. So I think the first one should be lamps. This isn't usually my first one, but for the sake of the video, I think we're really going to want lighting, like really good lighting. So we're going to research optics, and we just need 10 science packs. So let's build a lab. And 10 of these, which take 1 wheel and 1 plate. Eventually, we will have factories set up to make these science packs themselves. But, you know, again, for a while, we just have to do things manually. Alright, so we can convert all these coal-powered drills to electric power. We don't need this one anymore. We'll take this and pick it up. And we'll pick up the box because we'll want that later. We'll keep this. We might just keep this coal-powered for a bit. We'll take the stone while we're here. Alright, so we need... These packs take a while, which is another reason we want factories to do it later. Plus, later on, you need like 300 of each. Okay, so if we need 300 reds and 300 greens, it's going to take hours to like do it manually. So, or minutes if you have a really nice factory setup. So, okay, I'm just kind of running around checking. I always get a little paranoid about electricity, but it looks like we're set up pretty nicely. Let's build 2 drills, which we'll get to in a little bit. We can set down our lab. Our lab needs electricity, so we might as well set it here for now. Again, we can always move it, and then we just feed it these packs. And you notice there are 4 different ones, but for now the red and green will be used for quite a while, and then we have to unlock the third, and then I think, if I remember right, the purple you have to actually kill like the aliens and take stuff from them to get. Now, oh, they added like a nice little electric sound to the lab. I don't know if you can hear. Hopefully the music's not louder than that. Okay, and you see that with every one that gets researched, our optics goes up a little bit, and once it's all done, we can make lamps, and we will. So let's put down our electric drills because they're way faster. Also, you notice that when I move this around in the right, it says like 112k on our iron, 113, 104. We basically want to make sure that that number is pretty large. So I think 97 is going to be fine for now. We'll pick this up and set it down here now. Make sure it has a lot of coal power. And let's run over some electric poles. We probably need to go chop down some trees, which we will do. We have a lot of trees here on our copper that we want to get rid of anyway, so it doesn't interfere with our machines later. Okay, I can probably do that better. So if I go from this one, there, if I hold the right key, or the right mouse button, and just run, it'll place them at the maximum distance, but sometimes it's, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to want this one, darn it, okay, that's fine. So we're going to have 2 either way. Can I put it here? Yes, we can. Okay, let's put it here then. Alright, so now that's starting up, and that's going to be a lot faster than our coal-powered. So let's do the same thing here. Pick this up. Find a good spot. 100k looks good to me. I think that might have actually been fine, but just in case. There we go. And I will now spend time putting down lamps so that we can see even in the dark. So let me put down this. Let me power it up with coal. I think we're going to call that an episode. I think it's about time. That was getting this electricity up is a really big deal, because that's, I mean, there's not really anything above that. We just have to build more electricity later on. So next time we'll definitely get this powered up. We will get lights put in and start some new research, and then we'll start automating. Let me get to the right menu. These cables, or these plates. We'll start automating iron plates and copper plates into like cables and wheels, and we'll kind of finally begin the factory system. So, thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoying Factorio. I think this game is just really, really well done and really fun to play. I hope you enjoy watching it. A like and or subscribe is always appreciated, of course. Otherwise, have yourselves a very nice day.